Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope you all are having a great week so far. I, myself, is having a good week and a good start on the weekend. Oh, I hear that. Boy, the old one work. Yes, exactly. The work is looking to be a lot. So I hope I'm here to give you some entertainment. We're going to do some 6 round chick scenarios. The right section, you know how ratchet they are. So I hope you can get a little laugh and a wind down, a little kiki and whatnot. Hey y'all, what's going on? So if y'all did not watch my review last week, let me put that up here. I did the review of the documentary of the high school catfish. It was great. I gave my opinion on it. I was still bothered that the person was an adult at all this time. I realized that I knew it all along. If you did not watch it, please do so. Shout out to everybody who watched the replay and get commentary. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like the video and let people know about it. So let me hold up. Hold up. Yes. So I hope y'all ready. I did that last week. It was great. And yes, I'm going back to more reviews again, y'all. I just had, just like last time, I had to take a little break. Just a mental break of reality TV shows, things like that. And I started realizing some shows I don't really care for anymore. I don't really watch. Like Love is Blind, they had got France and Germany and this and that, and everybody reviewing it. I said I'm done with Love is Blind right now. At this point, it is done. I can't really watch that show anymore. It's done. So that's out my vocabulary. I know I was going to post a review UK, but I didn't finish that. I just tired of it. I'm just tired. Just don't want to watch that anymore. So I know a new season right now. Everybody talking about it. I might watch reviews, but in case of reviewing it, no. But however, Married at First Sight is on Peacock. Y'all know the new season will be on a Peacock. That's changed it from the Lifetime channel that was usually on, and I think it's going to be only appearing for a month, like the whole season for a month. So I was like, it's usually not long or drawn out like previous seasons or Lifetime, but we'll see how it goes on Peacock and what changed and what not. Or if it's a faster pace. It looks like it's a faster pace because it's going to be shared in a month. So I will review that because hey, let's give some talk about. Hopefully, it's a good season so I can review it. If it's boring and whack, I'm just not gonna review it. But that's that. Any updates? Heart and Hustle Houston. I did not forget about the show. I just, like I said, the Love Island kind of like wore me out a little bit. So I haven't been watching a lot of reality TV shows or most shows at all. I've been on into my playing my game and watching less like that. So I had to get back on that and catch up on the reviews on that. Beyond the Gates, yes, we'll get back into it. I mean, I know way before behind, but we'll get into it. Reasonable Doubt is coming back. I think it's back out yet, or it's coming out soon. And we will watch it. We watched the first 2 seasons together. I don't think I reviewed it. No, I didn't review it. That was my own pleasurable show. I don't want to review every show. So that show, we will watch that together as well. Reasonable Doubt season 3 is out. Morris Chestnut is in there, and great other actress and actors is on it. What else is coming out? I don't know. I gotta look at the TV guide and stuff like that and see what other shows coming out that I'll review or whatnot. But hey, we here. Hold up. Where's my face? I know y'all was like, where's you at, Lizzie? Hey, shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamond in the sky. I got the glasses face like a lead. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? I miss y'all too. Everyone, I miss y'all too. It's like I had to take a little short break. Oh, also, I am going at the audio book session, and I think I might do like an early afternoon, like a Sunday before I go to work. So that'll probably start at that around probably this Sunday around probably 11 o'clock. Give me an hour to wake up, eat some breakfast and everything, and then we do an audio session, like do like 1 or 2 chapters a week, like probably 2 chapters a week. It depends how long the chapters are and how long the audio goes. So we probably do a chapter. Maybe have discussions, and then that would be a great segue to Sunday morning. People who don't go out to church and everything, they say they're relaxing and they want to enjoy, comfortable from work and clean and listen to something while we have discussions. And usually Sunday was a day that we used to do lives, and a lot of people come through. So try to get back to it, but it fell off through because the schedule changes. So might do the audio book. I already got the book. First book we're gonna be reviewing, and I'll put the title down later. Hold up. Let me put the title down now. I put the title down so the book that we will be reviewing and listening and talk about. Shout out to all of my mentees, CM, who recommended this book to me. All right, let me see. Let me write this thing here down, and then we'll get to the 6-pound checks. I know y'all came here for that. So that's the name of the book. That means y'all want to get a head start and start reading it before me, because I didn't get to read it or listen to it yet. So I wanted to do it together, and that'll be like a weekly thing. So, and I'll also announce on Discord of any update shows I'm gonna be reviewing and the book and this book and everything as well. All right, y'all, let's get into it. How y'all feeling? Y'all here with me? Y'all ready for this ratchet ass scenarios? Hey, yes, don't forget, y'all, to like the stream. Oh, here we go. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And let's get into it. I have 3 set up, but depends how many people comes in and interact with me. I might only do 2. Depends. If the engagement is not much. If the engagement is a lot, then I do 3 of them. But the engagement is not much, I just end with 2 and just call it a day. The replay game, y'all let me know how y'all feel after watching it, and let me know your thoughts about some of these scenarios. I would love to hear your opinions and feedback. And once again, let's just have fun. All right. All right. So question 1. Let me enlarge this a little bit. All right, my husband Malik is a bum and a fraud, and I hate him for it. Oh, child. Oh, well. We met at a wealth seminar. Okay. He was well dressed, attractive, and dripping with symbols of wealth. I mean, you say he was a bum and a fraud, so that means obviously he wasn't. He wasn't wealthy that you thought he was. Okay. He spoke good game. He had a formula. Oh, not a formula. EMC squared, like Einstein formula, or the social gain formula. I know that's right, girl. The MacBook. He was attracted to independent women, so I pay for everything while dating. Now that's just stupidness. Whatever floats your boat, because I know it's this whole little debate where the female said that I'm not paying for no dating. Listen. I do feel like, yes, chivalry should be there. If a man want to court a woman, yes, he should be paying for dates. And it should be not or whatnot. Now, I'm not saying to go out your way to be spending a lot of money on these dates, especially if you're not seeing anything long term with the person. Like at the first date, it should be like a little simple, really cute date to get to know each other, see if you'll go further for the second or third date, whatever it is. So usually people like to go out all out for the first date and then the person don't want to see you anymore, and then you all upset and mad and want to kick and hit everybody and figure be down in lumps and call everybody, oh, I said, nobody tell you to go all out, it's extravagant. The first date should be a small, simple little date, like a little coffee date, a little, if it's not a coffee date, it's a little chit chat, little simple one, little smart bite to eat, nothing crazy. All right, little picnic, little something romantical or that, but that's that. But saying he was attracted to an independent woman and he had you be paying for everything while dating, girl, you should know if something was up. We got married at the courthouse. I thought marriage would inspire him to spend money, but there is no money. What? Well, first of all, you just say he was spending money for your dates. And your mind thought that marrying him would inspire him to spend when he wasn't spending while dating. You see, sometimes you people put yourself in traps in situations where you should not be putting yourself in. Him not spending money on a date, especially when you met him at a wealth seminar thinking that he's supposed to be this wealthy guy that you thought he is. You saw him at a wealth seminar and thought that he had something or he was good, and you know he wasn't doing all that stuff. So that's on you when spending money, but there is no money. Of course, there was no money because he wasn't spending money in the first place. And if he had money, he wasn't spending his because you were dumb enough because he spoke the good game. All right. So we argue. Our marriage can be best be described as an endless succession of petty humiliations. Malik is always making these elevate your life speeches in his car while there is an open repossession order. He said, elevate your life. We gotta elevate. We gotta go further. We gotta aspire to the greatness because they always keep us down, and we cannot keep the black men down. We gotta work hard, try as hard to do what we can. I said, now why I get repossessed? All that. I was that boy bye. Sorry. But his fan base is growing. His fan base. Oh, he one that woke people. Is he doing YouTube channels or something like that? Is he the Derek Jackson? And any other people that's out there? Oh, okay. Okay. His fan base. I don't know how he got the fan base. Unless he do a content creation, ain't no fan base he got. Unless he's a good looking guy and he had a lot of freaking women in his roller deck. All right? And women are throwing themselves at this bum. Of course. Because, when it comes with a piece of D, they will be fooled over it. Especially when it's attached to another woman. And I generalize everything, but that's some scenarios. He's my bum, and I don't want those females filling his head with confidence. I mean, he had done now. He got enough confidence to win out your money, but okay, girl. How do I humble him? You can't. Being a breath away from car position doesn't seem to work. Humble, that's not the right word. How you want to humble him? Obviously, I think your answer should be one word: divorce, and move away from someone or get with someone who has the money, or has the least of knowledge to respect you and not be above. But you want to prevent everybody else from having them because that's your bum. Because what? You spend a lot of time with him. Your investment, your money was spent. So, girl, deal with the bum or stop complaining. Stop complaining. Because you was stupid enough to marry him, and now you want to hold him away from other people. No, let the other women have him. That must, you want to talk about his confidence. What about your confidence? What about your self-esteem? Because, girl, you seem don't have none. But let me know your thoughts about this scenario. Let's move on to the next one. Number 2, I'm getting married in December. Congratulations. Our budget is tight and my fiance watches every penny. Oh, child, you one of those. I've been working longer hours, but my checks are short because surprise. The child support goons from my former state, Wisconsin, found me in Missouri. You thought you was going to escape? You thought you was going to escape your responsibilities? When you created a child in another state and thought you was going to run and skip a hop, the Drew one, away from another state to avoid paying child support, we know the court's going to catch up onto you. I'm trying to be responsible, upstanding husband to my future wife, but you're not responsible, upstanding person toward a baby mama that you left and you're trying to avoid child support. And I want to know the future wife even know you had another kid somewhere and you just abandon them. Okay. Those Wisconsin kids are part of my past life. So you just it shouldn't be allowed to destroy what I got now. So you thought that since you left the state and go to another state, that past life is just erased. The kids just up advantage. You could up and be gone from the house you lived in over there. You be up and gone with the child, the memories you got over there, but you can't up and gone with the children you created. The children you created. Yes. You can be up and gone from that. So the fact that you think that could be erased and should be destroyed, I mean, it shouldn't destroy it if you took the responsibilities. Destroying this is when you kept that secret and you was running from your responsibilities and think they was not going to catch up on you. Listen, once your thing in the database and the court's trying to get you for child support and everything, it gonna come to you in some way, shape, or form. Especially if you start working and whatnot, it gonna come after you. Yes. So the past life you thought you escaped from, it caught up to you. All right, boy. You will be responsible for your marriage be destroyed because you are skipping your responsibilities. Also, my fiance doesn't know my 2 kids exist. Like I said, you kept that secret. So if your marriage if your engagement falls apart, it's because of you. So these garnished checks will expose me. Advice. What advice do you want to give you? That you lied about having 2 kids? Not 1, but 2 kids you left behind. 2 kids you left behind and thought you was going to just waste everything and be married. Now, tiny money is tight. Money should be tight because you was not spending money to help those kids, but not the courts is coming involved. So when they garnish your wages, that's on you. If you don't want no children, Stop having unprotected sex. I don't understand dudes. I don't understand them. And don't be wrong, yes, some dudes too, you know, it may feel good. Now I want to put the condom on. It still feels good with it on. So it's not a big deal. It's not the same. It's not the same. But you do know that if you have unprotected sex and you ejaculate and they get pregnant, right? Right? So either put a condom on or get a vasectomy or go the other route. Child. That's that. But it will be exposed no matter what. So at the end of the day, your advice is you better be honest with your fiance, speak up, and talk and deal with the possibility. That's all I can tell you. Anything else? That's that. Number 3, I see what's happening in our marriage. What is happening? Tell us. She's cheating. Oh, if she cheated, you must do something. Because listen, most women are faithful in a relationship, in a marriage. The only way they would stray away and end up cheating, because for men, it doesn't take no emotional connection for just to cheat. It's at the time and place in a wet hole, basically. Time and place in a wet hole because, you know, horn dogs, horn creatures, hot boxes. It don't take much. The time and location. If someone willing to spread their legs, you willing to fuck. Sorry to say it, but I'm not sorry. The woman, it takes more than that. They just don't need no time and location. They just need some connection, need something that will make them stray away. And usually being neglected, not be desirable by their own husband, and something not. Usually will be indicated for them to step out and go somewhere else and see somebody else will desire it and want them because their own husband's not. But let's see what this story is saying. But let's backtrack. She lost weight too quickly from a thick size 22 to the bony size 12. Okay. I mean, she lost some weight. Maybe she did that a journey because she wanted to lose some weight. And I told her that I'm not attracted to her anymore. She promised to work on it. Then when she skipped her morning exercise, I let her give me top. It was my way of thinking. It was my way of thinking her for putting effort. What was the trick to get rid of weight? That's what I say. Because I'm losing weight. And hope y'all ain't noticed that. I lost weight. But because in March I was weighing, according to my doctor, I was weighing 200 something pounds, 203. And now I'm weighing like 170 something down. But my trick is mainly just changing up my diet, eating more whole food products than white grain products, and eating more balanced meals and stuff like that, and proportional meals and stuff like that. But it's not great, but it's getting there, and it's also happening. But it's going to gym every now and then because I went to cycling class yesterday. I'm on Zumba class tomorrow, and then it's on like. However, but what's her trick? Yes, I do agree. What's her trick to getting losing weight? Because she lost a lot of weight all of that. But then she skipped her morning process, and this is his way of thanking her for putting in effort. I let her give me time. Okay, it was my okay. I wouldn't have sex with her though. She stopped giving me top. Of course, she's not interested in me anymore. She's going out with her friends. In my experience, bony women are promiscuous. What? Not bony women are promiscuous. Okay. You do know bigger women. So you thought she was a bigger weight. You must like the bigger girls, curvy woman. Congratulations to you. But you think that because they have a lot of weight, they're not promiscuous either? You think they're not desirable? And then because they're skinny or bony to your words, they're less attractive and more promiscuous than a person who's a curvy woman. Oh, okay. How do I get her to return to her original side before I lost control, total control of the situation? I mean, I don't know to tell you. Because first of all, I'm gonna say what motivated her to even lose that much weight anyway. That's 10 waist size. And why she wanted to lose the weight. That's one. Maybe her cheerleader instead of criticizing her and withholding sex. And if she stopped giving you top, if she's not interested in you anymore, because you stopped having sex with her. So obviously she is mostly stepping out and getting somewhere else. And first of all, she's size 12. Like, I don't know how's that in women's size, but I don't think she's that bony if she's size 12. Is that still a little curvy enough? It's not bony bony. Y'all let me know. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she's average size. I don't think she's skinny. So it's like the fact that you made her seem like she's just that bony person, she's promiscuous. I say obviously she might be still average in size and still having sex and someone else. Because you're not giving it to her. But you not being her cheerleader. You criticize her because she's not the thick woman that you want her to be. In some way, shape, or form, size 12 could still feel like she's a curvy woman. She didn't lose that much. She didn't lose her curviness, and she'll work on it. I mean, she been exercising a lot. She said she skipped her morning exercise, so she getting up and she does her morning exercises, and maybe she eating better and whatnot for making her feel she wants to be motivated to lose the weight, but instead of making her feel desirable, attracted, and not praising her because she is making an effort to lose the weight that she wanted. You want to criticize her because she's not the weight that you had got her from. And well, whatever you want to be attracted to her, but don't be surprised when she withdrawn from you because you withdraw from her. Yeah. And how do you know she cheated? Maybe she not cheated. She just kind of like, so what? If you don't value me as who I am, then I'm not gonna give you what you want. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm being like, because you got her as a woman, you think they're not desirable, or they can be promiscuous and doing what they. Like I said, boy, bye. Yeah, a lot of things going on. You probably got her big, or you thought that because she only could want you, and that's that because you chose her because she was a curvy woman, but not like, come on now. Chad, with the newfound exercise she got, she could probably have more stamina and, and more tricks in the bedroom to do for you because she was a little bit and she got the more confidence she could give you some. But no, you thought you could control her because you wanted to try to tell her what kind of weight she should be having. Boy, bye. Number 4. Here we go. It's the thoughts that counts, right? Okay, what's the thought? It's the thoughts that counts, right? We're newlyweds. We're in our 30s. We have BS degrees. Okay, congratulations. And bullish jobs. I complained to my husband that we will never be homeowners. We never have our own porch swing or white picket fence. My husband bought us a $24,000 home in Evansville, Indiana. Evansville was recently named the meth capital of the U.S. Ooh. The block is so dangerous that the realtor gave him a link to a virtual tour instead of meeting him there in person. His credit is trash, and they sold him in the property anyway because they want to get rid of it. They wanted to get rid of that so bad that they were willing to give him that freaking house, even though his credit is shoddy. There's no jobs here. Of course, it's a freaking the substance capital of the U.S. So who will have jobs around there? It's so dangerous. People steal. Business can have businesses because people probably go in their shop and steal the stuff so they can make the next fix. So yes, there's no jobs there. But your fool ass still decided to move in with him because move over there with them because he decided to buy it. I said, I ain't going over there. What the hell do you think you're doing? And like, first of all, when you buy a property, though y'all supposed to make joint decisions. And usually, if you want to make the wife happy, you don't want to move in a place that she has to be uncomfortable. So, what was your decision making on this? He just bought it and he just moving on with it? Okay, man. Just sex, and violence. There is always someone breaking in our home to steal food or sleep. Exactly. He quit one of his jobs to guard the house. I love that he took initiative to buy us a home, but I didn't want to be deleted in it. Also, I believe he's using M now advice. Like I said, when this purchase of property and when I was trying to find a house, you was not involved in decision making because I would have said, no, I'm not moving over there. And what makes you think that we're moving in this property? And you told me to take initiative. No. Big moves like that involve a joint decision. Oh, hey, Shelly, how you doing, boo? Where you been? Good one. He paid for that house. Is in his name. One good. Exactly. What? First of all, it wouldn't be no running because I want to be moving to Indiana. I said you move, you go over there by your damn self because I'm staying where I'm at. I've been good. I've been good. I've been around watching things, everything. I took a little break for reviews and everything for a couple of weeks, but I was resumed back last week and everything. But I'm here. I still be around. Glad you're still around too. Hope you've been well and safe, healthy around there. Listen, I wouldn't have moved on to Indiana. First of all, I'm a city person. I don't know. I'm thinking of moving on Indiana. No man, no hand to making the cheese. You won't catch me no around there. Nope. I say you go over there. I'm not over there. We can live in two separate places. I don't care. I'll see you. Okay. And like I said, what was your input in this house making decision? I said the big decision like that and moving to a new home. especially a home, and you know that area is a prime area for substance abusers, and you moved in with him because he took initiative, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you think he believes and you moving that, like listen, you may search around the house to see he doing something, or he's stealing your stuff, or your finances getting lower, or something like that. But you said it's a thought that count. Ain't no freaking thought that count that he decided to buy a freaking $24,000 home in a freaking place, and the realtor still gave him a home, even though his credit is shot. Girl. And you know, it's no jobs. Y'all are freaking BS degree. And I can say, even have a degree, your common sense is still not there. Because what make you think that was a good idea? You didn't put your foot down? See, this is where you take the leadership to a whole new level. Yes, you want the men to be leaders, but you want to be a leader, but also at least consult with you about things like a big decision like that. Like you say, listen, my hands, I'm not, you do everything. Don't do that. Don't say that. Mm-mm. Leader my ass. You're going to be equal partners around here. That's why I say, don't be trying to put all this faith in man and making all the decisions. You need to be involved too. Yeah, you can lead, but consult with me. But okay, now you in this area. Well, my advice to you is you asked for a white picket fence in a Portugal. That was her fantasy. She had a fantasy. She a dream girl, boy, will make you happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are dreamers. But you ain't dreaming there. Remember that was chain Lee Hoppins. Exactly. Exactly. And it gave you a link to virtual tour. And the realtor gave you a link to a virtual tour and they want to show you in person in the house, you should know. I was like, what was you now I said, what were you in the decision making? You just left it all to him, huh? People, y'all, when you get married, don't hold on to that, oh, I want my man to lead. No, you need to lead as well as consulting with me. All right, and what's the next one? If you believe he taking drugs, you may search the house when he's not around. Search it. Number 5. I didn't want Jaya. And if I'm honest, I didn't want a child with her either. So if you didn't want the person, well, I got with them. If you didn't want a child, you know what way you could not done to prevent you to get the child. But whatever. Somebody just put a pistol in your head and make you get her pregnant, huh? Okay. Exactly. Sight unseen. And the realtor gave him the house with no credit. His credit being trash. That was to show you they was willing to get away to the house no matter what the shit perform. You just had the money, they gave it to you. That was no. And BS degrees, both of y'all was done. Having degrees don't make you smart. Just having degrees means that you did the work and you was able to master the study. But other than that, child, she was a female from the club. Okay. I wanted the better person to give me kids. So why he has unprotected sex with her then? I cash at her when I could, but I avoid seeing my son because why bother? Because you created a son? If you didn't want her, why you had unprotected sex to the point? Like, come on. People, guys sometimes is stupid. They think too much of their below head. That Jaya got engaged and I felt sick about it. Oh, wow, you didn't want her? Oh, well, she's unavailable and not attached. You didn't want her. Now she with someone that's getting engaged with someone. Now you sick about it because what? Some other man gonna take care of the kid that you didn't want, or take care of her because you don't want to. You always want to have access to her. F out of here. Sometimes y'all mindset be crazy thinking that just because you had something, you didn't want her to kid, but then you want nobody else to have her because you have attachment. Get the fuck out of here. If you didn't want her, you don't want her. And she called the window that and she moving on. I asked her to let me. Oh, now you want to see your son more often. Oh, now. You don't want to see your son now. I said, no, you can go ahead. You go ahead and your little sight unseen. You go ahead and go by where you at. Boom, boom, pow, pow. Play with yourself and everything because you don't just be around with me. Give me a little cash app every now and then. The guy I said, no, I ain't bothering you anymore. You can forget that. This new man, this new guy is taking care of me and I'm doing good. So now you asking to see your son more often. Before you didn't, when I was available with no man, you didn't want to see the boy and whatnot. She responded with an attorney and months of family court and outcome of formal child support order with weekend visitation. Exactly. Boom, pow, pow, period. That's how you take it. We're not doing a stupid game with you. We're not doing a stupid game. Now you want to see some more often. You wasn't seeing your son often before. Now all the time working with someone else. Now you want to be all involved. Now you want to be possessive. Now you want to try. Nah. I hate when y'all do that. Let me see. When I see my kid, he brings his little toy gun. I know that's right. He's only 4. When I sleep, he creeps up to me and taps me in my temple with his toy. He said, "Pow." I asked my son why he keeps sliding on me, and he said, "You my ops enemy." I know that's right. You is an ops. He don't know you like that. And he said that his mother fiance gave him extra points for taking me out. Jaya says he's just playing, but this feels so wrong. Oh well, you feel some way because he called you a op. He don't know you like that. But yes, I don't want the fiance to be defending my son's head and try to think he go take me out either. That's something way out of that's way too much. So I didn't talk to Jay about that or say, oh well, he's playing around. Ain't no playing around for saying like that. But however, you the op. He don't know you. You baited him around, and now all of a sudden you want to be around. You get weekend visitations, and he's playing pow pow in your head and whatnot. Oh wait, hold on, y'all. A second now. Y'all can still hear me. Let me hold on. Let me do this. Oh well. You wonder why? He don't know you like that. He spending time with you. He had to spend time with you. Now, I don't know about the fiance trying to tell him to give extra points. What's this extra points you talking about? However, but at the same time, exactly. Not playing with no toy gun because now you thinking that that's cute and all. Now I don't think he's. I don't. he is not right in the situation. But at the same time, I also could say the other side, like, listen, even though we try to make this work and I gotta do this in week of visitation, don't be feeding my son in the head, try to think he can take something out and using a gun and think that's cute and all. Because he started getting older and start playing with the real ones, and you're gonna see what's up. So maybe you need to start working with your son now and think that toy guns is not cute. You better get a water gun and call it a day. Yes, we don't think he should be playing with a toy gun, but at the same time, he don't know you like that. And maybe I don't know. I'm not fiance. Maybe the wife, the girlfriend, probably your ex girlfriend or ex fiance, no ex girlfriend, is feeding his head too. But whatever, we don't know that. It just said a fiance. So the fiance needs to stop doing all that. You can check him on that when you're on time. But that boy, you didn't want him. Now you got to spend time with him, and he could feel that you didn't want him all that with us because you wasn't being around. If you would be around like that, you wouldn't be going through this pow or stuff like that. But that's on you. So now you got visitations, you got the weekend visitations, and you got the tax report, and now you want to see her because she jumped to another man. If she wasn't jumping to another man, you would have still been acting the way you are acting. But what about? We don't got time for that. Exactly. No type of that. We not playing that. So I can see his side of that part. I said, nah, ain't no playing. We don't play. We don't play. We don't play with like that. Check get the F out of here. Number 6. My my wife caught me a third time with a sex worker, so she left me a good. She caught you the first time, took you back. You chanced it again. She caught you second time and stayed with you. And you thought you're gonna keep getting chances. Maybe she just stopped sending you the second time. Maybe she gave you the second time for whatever. But she said third time, that's it, boy. No man, no hand to make the cheese. I am leaving because fool me once, now fool me twice, shame on me, and I'm not doing the third time. So, boy, what's up with you, your session with sex workers when you can't get nothing from the home? Don't be in a relationship or be married if you need to have a session with sex workers. But whatever. I was forced to move into a small house that I inherited from my great grandmother. Things flutter about and move all the times of the night. This house is haunted and angry. Also, my great grandmother died standing up. So, no, she was opening the refrigerator when her heart gave out. I still see her silhouette by the fridge, but all I have to pay is property taxes, so I'm able to afford to date a woman. But I get nervous about a woman staying the night. Why? Because suddenly the paralysis demon from my childhood has returned. I'm paralyzed with fear that something heavy is on my chest, and it causing me to wet the bed. I'm 26. Oh, okay. I had a therapist, my uncle Roman, who is really a therapist, and he told me to get the F out of bed and piss like a grown. Damn! Not get the F out of bed and piss like a grown man. What kind of therapist telling you that? Especially when you got a fear of paralysis. Maybe you can control, you can help him with his pick of fear, and that's it. Get the F out of bed and be like a grown man. That's not a therapist was saying. But okay. And fight the demon. If you see him on the way to the toilet, not helpful. I still soak the sheets. My wife won't step foot in the house to help me. I'm trapped and I feel so alone. I don't know what to say. Because if you didn't want to be back in that house, you shouldn't be cheating. That's the whole point of the story. You shouldn't be cheating. You wouldn't be going through all that. She want to step forward to that house because she realized, close to you, might be told the story about the house being haunted, and she didn't want to be stuck inside there. I ain't step outside. If somebody go tell in relationship with me, tell me that the house they have is haunted, I'm not going nowhere near that. I said I'm not being nobody experiment. And not only on top of that, you got this fear of paralysis from your childhood, that you have fear that someone is heavy on your chest. It forces you to not to get up, so you still pee in bed. But you going to a therapist, and the therapist going to tell you to get the F out of the bed and fight the person while you're on the way to the bathroom. What kind of therapist are you spending your money on? That is not an effective therapist, because at the end of the day, it seems like this is the deep fear that you have, and you need someone to help you on that, and not tell you to get the F out of the bed. Maybe babysit will try to maybe help you figure out what is the sense of control of that fear. What is the pinpoint of that fear? It's because you experienced the death, or whatnot, or something happened in your childhood that make you feel like you can't get up. First of all, you need to fight that therapist and get somebody else to really help you on that. Secondly, if you say you have enough money, maybe stop being in the house and get in a small apartment or someone else so you can pay for and leave the house alone and get use that well spent money instead of going on dates and go freaking sex workers. Maybe get a real freaking therapist to help you out to work through that fear. Stop getting in the house. Yeah. You spending your money on dates and sex workers instead of getting the real help that you need, and you spending your money on the bullshit ass freaking therapist telling you that to get the fuck off the bed. I mean, some people got the straightforward approach, but that approach was not helping. That's not a helpful person. It's just like saying someone who got a fear in enclosed places, tell them to get inside the elevator and close yourself in the elevator and go up the elevator by yourself. Like, come on now. That would be the first and last time you ever see the therapist. Hell to the no. However, you in a situation, but she left you 3 times. You was in the house. But this fear of paralysis you have, did it start because you was in this house? Because it seemed like you would have had this before you in the house, and your wife would know you got this little condition. And it didn't take no 3 sex workers for them to leave you. So it seems to me this paralysis happened or whatnot. It started when you got back in this house. So something about that house is making you fearful, and you staying in there, and it causing all this, it brings this fear back up. So you need to get out the house and get yourself a better help. That's my advice to you. And start working on freaking sex workers. That's your issue problem too. Escaping your freaking problems instead of dealing with that. And you know damn well that therapist was not helping. So get that out of that therapist chair and go to somebody else. I was like, the devil told you that? And pissed like a grown man. Like, okay. Let me read the next one. That was the first set. Let's do the next set, y'all. Are y'all with me? Y'all let me know your thoughts about that one because that was something. Y'all ever go to a therapist like that? If you had a fear and they just tell you some random bull crap like that? Jam. Enlarge this a little bit. See if I can see it. All right, let's read this one. About 8 months ago, I cheated on Luella. Oh, child. She forgave me. We haven't been intimate since she caught me. So I went back to my side chick. Side chick is pregnant now, but I'm not claiming that. It could be anyone's kid. Oh, okay. Whatever. So Luella is on call with her friend, and her friends ask, why do we work so hard to be so poor? What's keeping us in this country? Luella looks in my face and responds, ain't nothing keeping me here. Luella and her two friends are making a big move permanently out of the USA, and my issue is Luella hasn't talked to me about it. I've been eavesdropping. They pretending it's a girl's trip, but they price out the cost of living, and an expat Facebook group is helping them with paperwork. I asked her, you moving? Her more like escaping. Ha ha. Her clothes have disappeared. Bills ain't be paid. I called the credit company to give them the heads up that she's leaving the States, so don't process no airline ticket. But they told me I wasn't authorized to snitch about her account. I pray Luella doesn't plan to leave me behind. What to do? So you try to do underhand tactic to try to keep her to stay. Know she made a big move. The fact that you didn't realize she stopped being intimate with you after she caught you cheating, that means that she probably forgive you, but she's not there with you anymore, and she didn't want to be with you. So maybe she had to do her a secret way when woman knows to be and move and do her plans in private. Take a little piece here and there, put things on the side for the rainy day, and when that rainy day comes, you out the door. And now you cheated. Now you don't want her to leave you. I don't know. Maybe go with the sex. Go with the side chick. But you're not claiming. You better hope that the side chick take you back, because it was all fun and games when you was cheating on her and she caught you and you thought things were good because she forgave you. No, she forgave you. She forgave you for herself, but she didn't forgive the situation, and she leaving. She leaving. So now you try to underhand tactics to kind of guilt trip her to stay and try to make her leave. No, she gonna leave no matter what. And they right to tell you that you did not have no right and authority to try to snitch on her, try to tell her she can't leave the country because of what? And first of all, they ain't gonna say the word snitch about her account. They say you had an authority to you had no has authority to make that decision on her behalf. There's no snitching. You don't have no authority at all. And you want to play in the belief line? That's your decision. You better go to your instruction. You can't make that decision. You don't want to leave him behind. You can't control that. It was all for the game when your wife there was going on and she was all about you. So you was playing the game by having a side chick, and then you got dumb enough to get the damn side chick pregnant. And she decided to make a plan B and leave you behind, and you caught winning it, and now you're trying to make her to stay. Nah, that's not happening. So, what you could do is let her leave, and that's the best thing for everyone. And you deal with your particular situation with the side chick. So you have the balls to do all that, and you have the balls to get her pregnant. So go ahead, go there. But I see what little attack you're trying to do, you're trying to get her not to leave. And when she find out, you think she will stay? Hell to no. All right. Number two, he was dating my coworker when we met, but we knew we were soulmates. We had a good thing for a year and a half. So he was dating your coworker when you met, but you believe you are soulmates for the person. Okay, the person the coworker's dating. Okay. We had a good year and a half. Out of the blue, he tells me that since we live together now, he moved into my place. Okay. We must downgrade our relationship to roommates for benefits. Not downgrade you, girl. You can't upgrade you like Beyonce said. He got to be downgrade you. Let me downgrade you. He downgrades you to roommates for benefits because he might be still with that person. You think you thought your roommates and he moved in with you and everything, and all said and done. Now he got to downgrade you to roommates for benefits. That's a slap in the face, girl. He says since he paying some of the bills, he can't afford to do date nights or anything else romantic for me. I thought it would just be a phase, and I agreed to the roommates and benefits plan. Girl, people are be so dumb to fall for things like this. He can't afford to do date nights and everything. First of all, why you made him move in with you? You thought you was something else. You thought you had a leg up because he was dating someone while you met the person. So you thought you won by him being with you and also like that. He paid some of your bills. And so he tell you because he can't take you out on dates and everything because he pays some of the bills, he said you gotta be a roommate with benefits. And you agree. Now, you agree with that plan, you can't escape it. That's what I gonna say. You can't escape it. But then he started bringing other women home because you gave him the place. You gave him the place to stay. Now I don't know what he was doing with the other coworker. Maybe the other coworker realized, "No more, you ain't gonna be no bum around here. Try to use me for a place to stay." Now you got a place to stay with him, and he told you he downgraded your roommate for benefits because he don't know that if you're a roommate, right, you're not his girl, so he could bring people there, and you agreed to that. Well, benefits, roommates, but we freak every now and then. Get the f out of here. I came home to him having sex with other women, including his ex-girlfriend, twice already. Ooh, child. If I put him out, I won't be able to afford to live here. So obviously, you had a kind of idea that because he was working with you and everything, you didn't have enough funds for living your own. So you was trying to use him for his finance as well. He was using you for a place to stay, and he downgraded you. So it seemed like it was a mutual beneficial using. It seems to me, you can't afford to live here. Oh well. Also, I don't want to lose him to one of the other women, but he was with someone when you got with him, and he's still having sex with that woman, even if he might not be his girlfriend or not. He's still having sex with her. So at the end of the day, you was the person who didn't care about. He just having sex. So I just put up with it. But this is so toxic that I can't sleep at night, especially when he has company. Because you put up with it. Either you started having sex with men in the house and played the game, two could play this game, like Vivica Fox, or you kicked him out the house. But then you can kick him out the house, you can't afford it. So you better start using your women of wiles and get somebody else to afford your bills. Play the game. You're a roommate for benefits that you agreed upon. So you're not faithful to him. You trying to be faithful to him. You want to try to stop it so he could just be with you. But since you can afford it alone, you two can play the game. Bring some man companions. What the fuck you being miserable in the household and he having all the fun and you staying at home being miserable and bored because he fucking you can't sleep? Girl, ain't no way. No, you gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun too. We roommates with benefits, right? So you can't control what I'm doing, and these bills will be paid with or without you. Girl, get the F out of here. You act like you're freaking trapped. You trapped your damn self by agreeing with all this, but now you agree with it. You better start playing it. Hello, y'all give y'all advice. Your ass can't sleep at night because you agreed to roommate benefits. I ain't no fucking way I'm gonna not sleep at night because he's having sex. I said, okay, we will both be playing this game. I'll have sex too. And let's see how it goes. All right, number 3. I know you're not supposed to date a client. You're not. So that's that right there. You not. You're not. So whatever happens, it happens to you. However, I saw a handsome young father with 3 small kids trying to do the right thing with an investigator with the Department of Children and Family Services. I wanted to help him, and I wanted him. His ex reported that he had a filthy house, so I went over there and taught him to clean up behind his children, and we made love again and again. And well, I have scabies on my skin and lice in my locks. Oh, can I have some nasty, girl? Can y'all have some nasty, girl? That's why. If he got a filthy house, it's because he is dirty and the kids are dirty too. So that's what it is. He is dirty and he had the kids in a dirty environment. That's what the wife, his ex, reported the freaking house or reported him. But you took that as he a struggling guy with 3 little kids and he ain't do nothing. He's a damsel in distress. Yes, I said it. Damn in distress. And you wanted to fuck it. That's where you should be involved with your clients. Now you should lose your damn job. Now you got scabies and lice in your head. Oh well, you deal with the dirty car. Now you deal with it. First of all, if the ex reported his house is filthy, that means he is dirty, and you want to take the chance on him. You told him to clean up. Told him to clean up is that's half of the battle. He need to be cleaning the damn self. But whatever. This nasty dad and his dirty kids have turned my home life upside down, and I brought these bugs into my marital bed. Throw your away. Throw your whole stuff away. Throw your whole stuff away, girl. Just throw your whole stuff away. Just jump into holy water or something like that. Just throw yourself away. Just cringe yourself and become a nun. Because I don't know what to tell you. You're not supposed to be involved with your client, and you married. First of all, you should be entertaining nobody else when you're married. That's one. And if you was gonna do something, it should be there with no client that you serve, because you feel something about you feel type of, a pick me type of mentality, or a guy struggling with 3 little kids. And that's the story he gave you. So you feel type of sorry for him, knowing that you married. And you took your dusty behind to the house that was reported by the ex because he had a 50 house. And you told him to clean up. And that's that. And you make love again and again. But you decided to do it at the house that was filthy. Now you bought that stuff in your marital bed with your husband. And now he's gonna start getting it. And now your house, oh girl, oh well. The single dad threatened to tell my agency about us if I don't visit him more often. Because you gave it up. You gave it up. That's the reason why he was by himself with 3 kids. Now I don't know why he got 3 kids by himself. Because I fit the house, I would have took the kids myself. Because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Did he have all 3 kids himself? Because I would have took the kids. Now he's a single dad, and you want to feel sorry for him? No, it must be a reason. And now he tell you, you need to spend more time off it, and you need to babysit the kids on Thursdays. I could lose my husband and my job. Advice, that's on you. I can tell you. You should never step in that territory and sit with any one of your clients that you help and you serve. And you are an investigator of the Department of Children and Family Services. You are a handsome man with 3 kids. Instead of use your fucking brain, yes, I said it, and realize you should never mess with your clients. One, because that could jeopardize your job. You put your job in jeopardy because your dusty action, because he's a handsome guy with 3 kids and you feel sorry for him. Don't be. You want to help him? Give him the services that he provide the service that he needs by hire a nanny, or find a different place to stay, or somewhere else. But you going over there and having sex with him and something like that? What? Now he could blackmail you. He blackmail you. And you married. Goodbye. When people play stupid over dick, I don't got nothing to tell you. And you married, girl. What the fuck you want to jump on ship with the freaking guy for? Number 4. Number 4. John was my cutie Ethiopian work husband. Okay. We worked on several pitch projects together, and we made a successful team. About a month ago, we worked 16 hours on a pitch for a client, and he ordered food. We ate together, drank cheap boxed wine, and sex in the stairwell for the first time, and we got the pitch done. When it was time to present the pitch to the client, he presented it alone, got credit for my ideas, and received the full commission. Oh, he played you wrong. He played you wrong. I reported him to my supervisor, but before I could get a paper trail started, John told HR that I got him drunk and sexually harassed him the night before. I lost my job, my reputation, and even worse, I'm pregnant. John won't answer my texts, and former colleagues said he already replaced me with a new work wife. Please help. I need a plan. Plan where? What plan? In your words against his, he took all the credit. They believed his word. They fired you, got you drunk, unless you got evidence of that night. You had unprotected sex. You had sex with your coworker because he was a cute Ethiopian work husband. A work husband. We don't need no work husbands around here. Nobody in your job should be no husbands and no wives or your besties. I know some people might have good friends from your work job, so I'm not going to distinguish that. But don't bring that any more than that. I might get close to my coworkers or thing, but share everything and do all the extra stuff. Nah, ain't never that big of a deal. And why he presented it alone? I said, no, we ain't doing this. We're doing it together. He presented it alone. Nah, we together. You should be talking too. But before you could have get the paper trail, first of all, you shouldn't even go to HR first whenever you got no paper trail to back up your freaking evidence that he because you mad. Yeah, don't get me wrong. That was effed up for him to take all the credit, did all that, stuff like that. But you don't understand. God, sometimes it is a male-dominated world. It's a patriarchy. And it sucks that you get the due diligence to fight your case because they defy you and took his word over you, but you have to understand. In a patriarchal world, they usually believe the man is usually more believed. In the workplace, especially in the workforce, that varies the man. And it seemed in this case they did. Because he could say, you got him drunk and you sexually harassed him and they fired you. You messed up by having sex with him. And now you're pregnant. And now he's not answering your calls. He's not answering nothing. Now he got somebody else. Now he's doing his MO. He got a new work wife. He didn't stop playing that now. I hope this new person, he will get his due justice. Because let me warn, don't get me started. I say it's messed up that this happened to you. But you should never took that far with him. However, I don't know what the hell happened that night that he had to present it alone. I said, no, we both presented this. You went to HR before you even had the evidence, all that stuff like that. However, his behind go step up soon. You need a plan. My plan is, I don't know, maybe work with the new work wife or something. Find a way that she can help you get some evidence on him or whatever. I don't know what to tell you. Because you might take matters in your own hand. The fact that he gonna continue doing this, he may continue doing this because he got a new person right now. He might have sex with that person, and then he gonna keep saying the same thing. But however, that will catch up on him. So don't get me wrong, I'm not making no excuses for him. At the end of the day, your actions led you to the situation. However, I feel like because he used that and turned it on you, you had to play smarter than that. You went to HR too quickly. Maybe you should have told them you got sexual harassed and got drunked. But the fact that he was promoted and all stuff like that, they was gonna believe his word over you. So I don't know what happened that he had to took full control and left you out. You was not presented to the presentation. That's messed up. I feel sorry for her a little bit, but at the same time, I actually led to it. But at the same time, he gonna get his. He gonna get his. And like I said, maybe work with the new wife and tell him and try to use her sensibility, her sense of empathy, and try to help your case and whatnot. Trying to find a way to talk to that lady that he's the new wife, and don't let anybody know. But I don't know. That's a TV kind of freaking scenario. You gotta find a way to get him down and maybe get your reputation back. Now you pregnant. Don't have that kid unless you want it, but he's not gonna be around. That's going to tell you. Being with someone, involved with someone in your job, is a risky thing. It's a risky thing. That's how I'll never and ever try to even entertain that idea. Okay, how attractive a person might be is or whatnot. I keep that shit to myself and I do my job and go home. Can do 8 hours and go home. At the end of the day, when I go out that door and end of my shift, I don't hang out with none of them. No. And then they move out the company and they work somewhere else, then we can start hanging out. But other than that, no, that's that. Oh, y'all got advice for that person, lady? Tell me y'all advice. Number 5, long story short, my husband doesn't celebrate any holidays except Halloween. Oh, no. Nope. Pack your bag. Give me your keys. Give me your car keys and get out of here. The fact that you don't accept only Halloween, what the hell? You want to be cosplaying all the time? You only want to only celebrate Halloween because you could be a different person? Nah, we don't got time for that. Nah, I'm not got time for you trying to play no murder mystery around here and not gonna be end up 6 feet under and nobody can find out because you want to be a Halloween person. F out of here. So it's the one time of the year that he raised my closet and purchased size 15 heels, high heels shoes to dress as a woman. So that's why he liked Halloween, because he wanted to dress as a woman. Okay, that's the perfect time to dress as someone else. He been a witch, a nurse, a sassy church lady, but this year he gonna dress up as a sex worker, and his best new friend Leon is dressing up as a paying customer. Oh shit! Oh no, it's not. Yeah, that is more than a Halloween type of affair. Leon is married as well. So your husband and Leon may be secret lovers. Secret lovers! All day long. I cannot live without you, secret lovers. That's not a song, I just made it up. But whatever. But Leon is someone my husband said very little about except when they're going out. Because it's a secret, they die alone. He don't tell you much about him because it don't need to be told about him. No, that thing's not supposed to be said. When it's a secret, when they both is married to women, but they secretly have sex with each other, and the only time, it may be more than Halloween. So you think it's only Halloween? No, the Halloween may be the reason why he could step forward and be a woman and have sex with Leon in that day. However, I feel like him and Leon been doing more stuff than that behind both of y'all both the wives back, you and the other wife. But let's see. My success tells me something more is going on, and is. So when I asked him about their relationship, my husband said, "Don't go down that rabbit hole. You won't like it. I promise you." Oh, he said, "Girl, don't ask no questions if you don't want the answer to it." That's what he's saying. Don't ask no questions you don't want the answer to because it gonna fuck you up. And maybe the answer is, "Oh, me and Leon been fucking all the time. We just down on lovers. We just married women because we want to be heteronormal. So you want to be heteronormal and have kids and children and be normal in society, but we secretly fuck each other." I mean, that's what it is. That's my scenario. That's what I'm going with. He said he won't like it, but obviously he probably tell you a lot of things in that statement that you need to. He said, "Don't ask no question if you don't want the answer to, because that's not something you don't want to go down to." So basically, he telling you to mind your business, and that's what it is. Because the truth will hurt your feelings, and the truth is, me and Leon all be messing around. We doing something, but okay. He was saying he didn't deny any relationship. He didn't deny it. He just telling you it's secret codes that don't ask no questions you don't want the answer to. But it felt like a warning not to ask about him about their secret life. What do you think? What to do? Girl, he telling you. Leave his ass. That's enough. That statement is enough for you to even say, "I don't want to deal with this." Nah, it's something going on, and I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not playing on A's and B's. If you want to only use Halloween to dress up a woman and be with Leon, and he could be played as a paying customer, that tells me that you or Leon are doing something behind her back, and you are having a secret affair with him, a double life, being DL. But being DL, but not using Halloween to be the only day. Halloween is the only day that you be accepted to do things like that, because nobody could judge you by being different, because you could dress up and being someone different. So that's what he used that day to celebrate. However, he has a secret life. Him and Leon have a secret life, and they be messing around with each other. And he telling you, do not want to step that rabbit hole, because that's not the thing you want to jump into. It means to tell you that don't ask no questions if you don't want the truth, because the truth will hurt your ass. So basically, either you move on with that statement and not deal with him anymore and leave this relationship, and go about your business, or just be quiet and just live your life with the husband. Let him raid your house every Halloween. Be a female. Be with his freaking Leon for that night. They can do whatever they do. The little secret little society they got going on. Or maybe a secret sex club they having. Or whatever it is. I put a lot of stuff in scenarios out there. It could be a lot of things that could be happening. And let it be. For that one time of the year. But yeah, let me know your thoughts about that. I think it might be the last one since, not much engagement. I think people are watching. So this might be the last one for the night. I'll probably say another one for another time. Number 6. This is my third marriage. So I was looking for financial stability. If I'm honest, I mean, that should be the first time you should be looking for. That should be always should be the goal. Have financial stability. You should not be in a situation where you're not financially stable in the relationship. Right. And I saw an older woman to give it to me. Oh, it's a man. Your third marriage, and you're looking for financial stability. Why you don't have financial stability for yourself? You're looking for a woman to do it for you, and you want an older woman? Okay. My wife is 15 years older than me. She doesn't have kids, and she has a solid income. I'm not living a wealthy life, but I live it much better than I did with my younger wives. What I like about my wife is that she never ran the streets. I was comfortable knowing that the community hasn't had her. Okay. Or so I thought. Exactly. You think because she's an older woman that she don't be having, she not desirable, and she not be a freak in the sheets, in a freak in the sheets, in a woman in the streets? Like, come on now. Or a freak in a woman, a freak in the street, and a woman in the sheets? Like, come on, it can be anyway. You think that she's not for the streets? She could still be in the streets. Like, listen, don't get it twisted. Just because she's an old woman, that's like, listen, that could be a lot of desire, but a lot of younger people probably still want that woman. Just like you had the mindset you want an older woman, they probably have the mindset they want an older woman too, because they could be freaky as hell in their prime than it was probably younger. So you go ahead. There's an old porn clip, underground, sexy dances, etc. And lo and behold, there's my wife in her younger years busting the wide open the pool table. Hey, busted down in the pool table. 7 men were not in line. Oh, they were on the train on her. Oh, child, she got a train on her. 7 men were in line. We talked about it. She said it was a dark time in her life where she did things for drugs and money, but those days are behind her. I want her to bring those days back though. That clip was the hottest. What was hot? The woman was getting ran trained on, or you would get turned on by the guys who were fucking her. Like, what is going on? So what is turned on? Because you get turned on by a group sex thing, you just not only looking at the woman. I'm telling you that now. I'm telling you ain't just looking at the woman. I'm just telling you. But let me see what he's saying. And that turned you on, but you want her to bring the holidays back together. Why? That clip was the hottest ish I seen in a while. How do I convince her to throw an underground reunion party for me with other dancers as well? I can't stop fantasizing about it. Boy, get the F out of here. You better get the young ones whose winners are down to be doing it. That's it. You want financial stability. She passed that prime. She passed the prime. She said she was a dark time. She got passed through it. Now she's an older woman and she got with you. But you want her to bring her back that time to have a train run her with other people to bring that reunion party back again? No. You should have stick with the young ones if you thought that was a cute thing for you. And you want that. It was the hottest itch forever. I don't know what to tell you. You're not getting that with her. You want a financial stability. You got the older woman. She's in a prime. She's in a stable in her life. She's not doing her little freak days like that. She may be freaking you, but she ain't doing freaky days like that. But now you saw the old clip and you talked about it. Now you want it back. She don't even bring that back because you're going to leave your ass. She's going to leave your line. What other dancers? An underground reunion party for me. Why should you do an underground reunion party for you? Boy. So you have sex with other women? Want to train on other women? Goodbye. Can I stop fantasizing about it? I don't know. You're going to lose that old woman. You're going to lose that lady. Can now you get turned on by her freakness, that freakness of that thing, and that you should stick with the younger woman. You want a financial stability, so you should deal with the financial stability. And the older woman, mature woman is not going back in her prime like that. So you have to find a way to resist that urge and help. We can't help you to convince a woman who passed her prime and she just want to be stable life. And the fact that you chose someone who's 15 years older, meaning that she's matured more. and she said it was her past days. So no, you can't convince her to do it. And I'm not saying to cheat either. So I look like you want to get out the relationship so you could go fulfill your fantasy, or stay in this relationship and deal with the life that you get provided now. So that's what you really wanted, right? But no, you got turned on by a little clip. Now you act like you want just her and still to bring that back. I said, no, she ain't doing that. She is not doing that. But that's that. Y'all have any little questions on that? Not questions. Any advice for this? Well, these two scenarios only be 2 hours, so I did one in the here. I don't think I'll save another one. I'll do two more for next time when we do Six Brown Chicks. And once again, y'all, we go resume now and watch alongs again and do reviews of shows again. Like a lot of reality shows, especially a lot of dating reality shows, I'm gonna be reviewing anymore. Like Love is Blind, I'm tired of that. I do Love Island again when it comes next year. I'm not gonna do Love Island games. I'm not doing it. But Married at First Sight is gonna be on Peacock. We're gonna do that. It's that. Hope he's good. Watch that. You gotta get back to Beyond the Gates. Hustle Heart Houston. We're gonna do the audio book lesson sessions or reading sessions. So that's something new. And let's go from there. We're gonna watch Reasonable Doubt, season 3. Oh yes, Beauty Black, the part 2. We're gonna watch that as well and talk about it. Other than that, hope y'all had enjoyed the Six Brown Chicks sessions. And those in the replay game, let me know. Y'all watching. Tell me y'all thoughts about any one of these scenarios and y'all advice. I would love to hear from y'all. So please like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Welcome y'all. Appreciate y'all. Miss y'all. Hey, Mizzies for coming through. Hey, Shandy. Hey, Empress. Anybody who watching me in the bushes. And y'all let me know how y'all feel. Have a blessed rest of your night. And I'll talk to you later. Peace out. see y'all later. Peace out.